but Maestro FM 2022 is almost...
Shut the hell up! Shut up! Shut up!
There's a lot of hate that circles around this man by Barcelona fans and football fans alike. But what if I told you that he's just the face of the problem, and the problem has been there before he even signed for Barcelona? Before I'm going to dissect what you see in front of your screen, realize that you don't get elected Barca president like it's a McDonald's job advert, okay? A lot of people had to make this decision, and it was a horrible decision in the end, but it could have worked out like Laporta did back in the days. Now, right off the bat, I know what you're gonna say. What about Iniesta, Xavi, and Dani Alves? What about them? All three of them played their hearts out for decades and are picking the fruits of their labor in foreign countries. Hell, one of them is even trying to steal my job right now. What you're seeing on your screen right now is the full squad Bartomeu had when he signed as Barca president. Now, out of those 23 players, only 12 are still active at the club. That doesn't look bad, but realize that they only made 68.2 million, roughly, off of 10 players. What? Believe me, I wish I was lying. I really did. It's an average of 6.2 million per transfer. I'm saying that to say this. If you sell your players with an average of 6.2 million, you would need 36 players just to get one Neymar. That is literally the entire squad times 2. Times 2! I mean, come on, man. Look on the right side of your screen. Look at this. Look at the value they got sold for, and then look above. You can see what these players are actually worth right now. I mean, these are not average players. This is the best squad they ever had, Barcelona. Look what they got sold for. They missed out on 223 million, which quite frankly means Neymar. I don't know, man. It might be me having dyscalculia, but these numbers really look alike. They really do. And if you thought I was done with them, I got some bad news for you, cause I'm not. Remember the 6.2 million I told you about? The average 6.2 million per transfer. Yeah. You know what you can buy with 6.2 million? Now I know what you're about to tell me. He's not a Barcelona worthy player. But you know what? Try explain that to a coach that saw a 29-year-old Luke de Jong as a worthy replacement of Luis Suarez. Matter of fact, I do want to know who the hell was responsible selling Suarez for 5.5 million and then to go on and buy Luke de Jong for 10. Like, I know, I apologize for constantly taking away the footage and contextualizing what I'm seeing, but it doesn't make any sense. I mean, how do you make a 4.5 million loss over the third highest goal scorer in your own club history? I mean, where are we? In the Zoom 11? Is that what you're watching right now? Is this real life? Because I can't believe this shit. Man, I can't. This gotta be fake. At this stage, man, I don't even care if you're a Barca or Real Madrid fan. I don't. If you hate football in general, I don't care. The fan that threw the big air on the pitch when Figo was playing wouldn't even have gone this far, man. I'm beyond belief how low your own people can go to drag you down. This wasn't a stunt by their rivals. This was their own camp turning against each other. Once you make it big, people will shit on you. You drown your ass to the sewer. And if you thought I was done, I'm far from it, man. Luis Suarez, as undeserving as this may sound, got kicked out of the club by the Barca boardroom. And you know what he did? He's almost single-handedly fired Atletico Madrid to become La Liga champions in a nearly 7-year title drought. You know what Luke de Jong did? You know what he's good at? Being booed off stage. And I know he's not an actor, but he's better at acting than he is at playing a striker. Like literally, the only justification I can find for him signing him was because he played with him at the Dutch national team. I mean, these managers, man, can they for once not take every average Joe they played with them to their new club? Like, it's a new team.
Do something else! Do something else! That's it! That's all we want! Do something else! Holy shit! We have it! We have it already!
I even forgot to say, man, 7 July 2020, they won a lawsuit which they legally avoided 60 million of the transfer fee they needed to pay Neymar. They only paid 17. Like, I got a feel for the Santos board of directors, man. He hasn't been paid.
To this day! To this day! To this day!
Barca's flop 11, or as I like to call it, Barca's flop 23. This is the squad Bartomeu built after he went on a spending spree over the Neymar money. And the fact that they made 11 million off those players and only 6 out of 23 are still active shows you how much of a success this experiment was. How the hell you buy 2 full 11s and they all flop? They didn't invest in the youth. They overspend in the market. They sold 16 players for 67 million. These players combined are now worth 390 million. There isn't a better example of buy high and sell low. In the span of 10 years, they didn't even make 70 million. Messi makes 70 million a year. It would take them 4 decades for a 4-year contract. He would be 47 by the time they could offer him that contract if they continue moving like this. And you're telling me Laporta told him to sign for free? I know there was a lot of information in a short period of time, but I hope that kind of cemented the fact that this whole problem was there half a decade ago before Bartomeu signed. And he just became the face of the problem. Like, things got to a whole nother dimension of worse when he took over. But it was already there, man. And there were way more people that were responsible of even getting him in that position. It just got to the head. I really think the success and the money got to people's head where they were like, you know what, we can hire anybody and we'll still be successful. Speaking of Henry, man, y'all better leave my nigga Thierry Henry alone, man. He been through too much. I know y'all can read it, so I'm gonna read it for you. The sheer volume of racism, bullying, and resulting mental torture is too toxic to ignore. You go for a greater calling of accountability online. I mean, you're right, man. But if you know Thierry Henry, the footballer, and how he speaks, you know how funny it would be to hear him say this shit. I mean, I would pay mad money to hear him say these sentences, man. It's far too easy to create an account, use it to bully and harass without consequence, as they remain anonymous. Until this changes, I was disabling my account across all social platforms, hoping this happens soon. Like, I know, man, like, it's kind of fucked up that I'm laughing about it, but believe me, it's a serious problem, and I'm taking it serious. But if you know how he how he speaks, imagine him making a quote like this on TV, man. He would have killed me. But man, we really need to work on the toxicity, man, for real. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, I forgot. We live in an era where keyboard warriors will not let you get away with anything. So before they patch up their keyboards, I forgot about Halilovic and I forgot about Munir. So we're going to look at them right now. Let's see. I mean, What did this guy? What? I don't know what's supposed to shock me more. His career or the fact that they made 100K off of the very first players to be called the next Messi. Okay, you know what? Let's give it another shot. Let's try Munir. It can't get worse than him, can it? You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me I did all this research over 2 players that made 1 million? And here you have it, folks. A whopping 1 million added. And they're still 3 million short. One thing I know for certain, man, Messi eating. And he eating good. And you know what? He's actually one of the players that deserves it. I mean, he has his bragging rights, man. I mean, the last time this man scored under 30 goals was 2007. You know what that means? It means that if you're not over 16 years old watching this video, I might be going to Prison FC, man. Oh boy. You know what? It might be too early to make these jokes. All we know for now that he's in prison. And yeah, we still gotta hear a verdict. Yeah. These kids, man. What? What did I forget? What? So I showed a picture of Bojan. So what? He was part of the intro. No, I'm not gonna show him. Oh yeah? You and what army? Oh, why, shit, stop. I wouldn't even have made this video if I was being told to talk about him, man. Look at how they massacre my butt. Who the fuck is this nigga?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm actually...
I don't give a fuck who you is. Where's Bojan?
Now, hold on here. Let's not get too high.
Look at how they massacre my... Yeah, you know how this shit goes. You know what? You know, it's not that bad, you know? It's fine. It's a disgrace, okay? It's a disgrace. You know how many times I played with this man? Pause. In FIFA. Remember when I used to buy you in career mode? You were a left mid. No stamina. No pace. No nothing. But I took care of you. I saw you tremble the Stoke City of all places. And now, look at you, man.
He needs some milk.
How the hell? Nah, how the you get released in the MLS, man? They have 6-month contracts. I'm going to look my children in their eyes and tell them that besides Messi, there was a La Masia graduate who scored over 900 goals in the academy. And he then went on and got released in this league Beckham uses as a hamster experiment.